Hello, hello! Welcome to the final week of the Freaky Draft League for Gwarf. You've heard the rumors. I'm here to report that they're true. We lost in our final week to Bada, and therefore are almost mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Meaning that this is the last Gwarf Freaky Draft League video that I'll be giving you until Season 2, which is in the works. Organizers are on their way to decide on rule sets and decide what we're going to do after this, but that'll be months from now. So, because this is the last week of my Freaky Draft League journey, I wanted to take a second to show appreciation to the organizers, Sophie and Alex and Bada and everyone else who ran the spreadsheet and did everything. Like, I mean, look at the spreadsheet. Like, I don't know how to do this. There's standings, there's stats in here. Like, this is incredible. What they've done to organize this, I think, deserves appreciation. And look at this data. Look at this stuff. There are whole point values here. I don't know if they got a but like, this is amazing to me, and I just wanted to show my appreciation for that. And talk a little bit about the group and how great this season has been of our draft league, and yeah, just a little bit of reflection on that. I think it'll take some history though about how the group was formed and what the goal of the group was, because I think that we've done a good job at achieving what we started the group for. And so I just wanted to say a few words about that. I joined this group back when it started in April of last year, almost a year ago, and I met Sophie at Atlanta. And first off, I made a weird team like I always do. Like, you guys know me well enough to know I make weird shit and it doesn't make sense a lot of the time, but it worked for me and I like doing it. So I went to Atlanta alone. I'd never been to a regional before or local. I'd never been to a Pokemon tournament before. I'd never even done a GC before, I don't think. And I just went because I wanted to find a community. I wanted to meet people to play with, and because I just felt like this game was really fun and I wanted to enjoy it with people. And I remember walking around and trying to meet people and showing people my team that I made. I thought it was cool, and a lot of people were like, "You got 5 wins with this? Like, what is this bullshit?" And I met Sophie through Bianca and Jermaine, who are in this group, but I don't think they're active anymore. But Sophie was also running Sun. And Sophie was running like a Brute Bonnet Chi-Yu Koraidon Sun team from what I remember. And I was like, oh yeah, here's my team. Like, I'm trying to meet people. And then Sophie like took a look at it and was like, this is so fucking cool. Like, let me show you my team. And then we started talking, and then Sophie mentioned how she really felt like she picked the meta right, and how she really feels like she loves team building and trying to analyze like a puzzle of like how to creatively solve for a meta, but she didn't feel like she played very well at the regional and just really wanted to get better and wanted to meet people and build a community herself to get better and to have fun team building and to create new ideas and share concepts and just improve. And because the regional was so much fun, and she was like, would you be interested in that? And I was like, hell yeah. And that's like the whole reason why I came, was to kind of find something like this. But I didn't know people. There were Discord Pokemons. I didn't really know anything. So Sophie like made the group, and with the idea to like build a community and to have a group of people to creatively build and compete and learn together. And that's how we ended up forming the group. And then it was just me and Sophie and Alex. I think Kayla. I might be getting that wrong, but just a few people, not very active really. Like, a regional had just happened. There wasn't really another one around the corner that I can remember. And the group just started kind of slowly. And but I liked my team a lot. Even though I wasn't preparing for a regional, I got on Showdown, and I just kept playing weeks after the Atlanta, even though I didn't have anything I was preparing for. And I ran into Bada on Showdown, and I remember he was running like this like Calyrex Shadow Rider with Giga Drain grass, which ended up being like it ended up gaining popularity, but I'd never seen it before. And I messaged in like the Showdown chat, and I was like, this is really cool, like, because I loved Calyrex Shadow Rider, and I was like, this is really cool, blah blah, and we just started chatting in the Pokemon Showdown chat, and just easily by far the longest Showdown chat that I've had at all. And we were just going back and forth about, oh yeah, I really like the concept, here's where I got it, well, how'd you make your team? And I was like, I made it, here's what I was thinking when I made it. And we were just kind of bouncing off ideas, kind of like this whole concept that Sophie was talking about, of just like sharing ideas and like concepts with the understanding of like what you think is creatively fitting the meta versus what is out there. Because I didn't know that this Giga Drain Calyrex was out there. I wasn't really plugged into the community yet. And I was like, this guy's super cool. And is exactly the type of person that would be good for our group. And I asked him if he was in a group at all, and he was like, no, actually, I really wanted to be, I want to join a community, but I don't want to go to like a regional alone or anything. It's just kind of daunting, and it would be nice to just like get in a group with people. I've been kind of looking for something like that. And yeah, so I was like, we have a group, like it's new, blah blah blah. And I messaged Sophie in the group and was like, hey, I have this guy who's like, I don't know who he is, but he seems chill, and I think he might be good for our group. And long story short, he ended up joining, and well, when I don't know what I was gonna say right there. Words are hard sometimes. I had a thought, then I lost it. Oh yeah, Bada was in our conversation. I remember Bada saying like, I want to be active in a group, and I want to get better with people, blah blah blah. But a lot of people say this stuff, but Bada fucking meant it, because Bada immediately became one of the most active people in our group, and kind of almost revived our group. It wasn't like dying, but like it had just started and there wasn't really anything going on, but Bada was just like sharing ideas and like concepts and like just really livening up the chat. And yeah, and just really took our group to another level of activity, in my opinion. And that was so great. He's just been such a great add to our community, and has ended up being a staple of our community. I remember a couple months went by after that where I like quit my job and got a house, and then got a new job, and big life things were happening. So I took a break from Pokemon altogether for like 3-4 months maybe. And I remember I started to build for Regulation H, and I had this whole Charizard concept in my mind. And I thought about like Sophie and her Sun team, and I thought about Bada and his creative stuff that he was doing, and I was like, okay, I'll pop back up on the Discord and see if this group is still active. And lo and behold, I see Bada and Sophie and Alex just chatting it up, and I'm seeing all these new people that are like, I think Tony was there now, and maybe Tanner and Jack and Emily, and all these people so active and lively in there. And I was just so happy to see that this group had like kept going. And yeah, then later on, somebody decided to create this draft league, and I'm so glad I joined, because it's just been an amazing experience. I say all this to say that this draft league has been such a great asset to our group, and the people that put it together, like, bravo. The whole point of this group was to have fun and creatively team build and compete with each other in a fun way to get better. And I feel like we have all got so much better and had so much fun, creative fun, and improving at this game through this draft league. And it's just been an incredible experience. I don't know what to say. It's just been great, and I feel like it really has taken our group to another level. So I just wanted to take a second to appreciate Sophie and Alex and Bada and all the people that have put in work, and even all the people that are. Let me switch over here. All the people that competed in our group, even the people the people at the top that did really well, or the people that didn't do as well, but were staying on it. And even when had a couple rough weeks in a row, didn't like say I'm quitting. Nobody quit. Nobody Nobody decided that I don't want to do this anymore. Nobody had a bad mood about anything. Everybody was here helping each other with this endeavor. And from my experience, I was messaging Alex and Bada, of course, like every week, being like, what do you think about my team, blah, 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 and Sophie, and people reaching out to me. We all were helping each other build and learn together, which was the whole point of this group. Please tell me my mic is on. Okay, I had myself muted earlier. Which was the whole point of this group. And so everybody, collective bravo at everybody who competed here. We have new people who had never played before. We have people that have been like Alex, who've been playing for years and years. And everybody, it was just such a great time. So I just wanted to say thanks. Enough of the sappy shit. So let's move on to team building. Here is my team against, here's like I'm not going to show my team. I don't have my Switch plugged in or anything. But I'll tell you what it is. I'm about to go on a ski trip in like 20 minutes. So I don't really have time. But I'll tell a little bit about what I built in response to Bada, and honestly, like how Bada outbuilt me. Because he fucking did, and I'm so impressed with what he did, and the more I thought about it, the more I thought it was genius. So I brought essentially like the top 5-6 mons on the left side of your screen, minus Latios, which I should have brought, but I didn't, and minus Heatran, I brought Scizor instead. My concept was kind of a overwhelm with pure offense with get Tailwind up with Tornadus, Indeedee Sneasler, Dragapult with Terrafire, Terrablast to get through Tinkaton, and just overwhelm with offense with Dragapult or Indeedee Sneasler. I had a Terra Water Terrablast Sneasler, which could one-hit Sandy Shocks in the rain, which I could set up with Tornadus. It could do a ton of damage to a lot of mons. It could one-shot Ogerpon with Dire Claw, or if it terrored, it could one-shot Ogerpon with Terra Water, Terra Blast. So the concept was cool, but it didn't work. Because Bada built something great, and because me and Bada had been going back and forth every week, we knew each other's teams inside and out, all the concepts and all the tech. Some tech I didn't even use. And I knew all the tech of his team. And because we know, and we've played each other more than I've played anybody in this group. So we just know each other's tendencies so well that he went a deeper level than I did. Mine was like pure hyper offense. Let's fucking go. And then he went a deeper level of, okay, everybody sees that Dwarf has Psy Spam here. Super, super dangerous hyper offense Psy Spam, which means he knows that I'm going to bring Galarian Moltres because it's a big specially defensive dark type, which is perfect into Psy Spam. But because I know that he knows that I have to bring Galarian Moltres, and I'm definitely going to, he's going to plan for it. So instead, I'm going to bring the Mon that he doesn't think will come to this, which is Regidrago and Tinkaton, which don't really fit very well against my team. But because he went a level deeper, he was able to basically I spent so much time. I changed my team at the last minute, which originally had like an Icy Wind Latios because I was scared of Sandy Shocks. But I was so concerned about this Galarian Moltres and getting through it that I changed it like 30 minutes before the match because I ran a practice game against myself on Showdown, and I was like, I cannot get through this fucking Galarian Moltres with my team. I need more physical attackers. And Bada called that shit. He didn't bring Galarian Moltres and brought other mons instead that I wasn't expecting. So shout out to him for doing that. Also, like, just I could go all day with this, but he brought Covert Cloak Regidrago, probably knowing and led Regidrago and Priority Tailwind, just knowing that I would lead Indeedee Sneasler, which I did, and knowing that even though Regidrago has Terra Ghost, which it did, that I would Dire Claw into Regidrago, which I did, and that Covert Cloak would protect it from getting any statuses on it or falling asleep or whatever, and would still do enough damage to take out my mons. So shout out to him for building his team. Yeah, we'll get into the games in a second. I just want to, last thing I want to say is that, well, first off, my recording cut out on game 3, so I only have games 1 and 2, and then it's going to be a weird thing where like game 2 is going to start, and then I'm going to switch over to Bada's stream, because he just recorded the game flat out. There's no commentary. and the game 3 will just be from pure gameplay from Bada's perspective, because I don't have a recording of it, and I don't have time to record anything because I'm about to leave to go out of town. But oh yeah, 2 more things. One is I was in kind of a weird headspace during this day when I was recording, so there's a lot of like empty. It's not the best commentary, is what I'm saying. I don't say a lot, and I kind of just sit there thinking the whole time, and every play clock goes down to like the last second, and I wasn't really I didn't feel very focused that day. It was just a weird day at work and stuff, so there's not a lot of good commentary on there, but it's a fun matchup, and expertly played by Bada, so you should watch it. But just know that if you're here for the super good Dwarf commentary, game 2 maybe I give some decent commentary, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's better than I think. I don't know. I just remember feeling weird that day because I just had a weird day at work and stuff. Okay, actual last thing. Love you guys. I can't wait to meet all you guys, the rest of you guys in Seattle. It's going to be so much fun. Our community is great. People have worked hard to build it. Give them props. And I'll see you guys around. All right, let's get going. The finale. Let's do it. So we have Terras of... Screenshot this real quick. I'm mostly afraid of Sandy Shocks. I'll probably say that in the pregame report. Let me just get these real quick. All right, my screenshot is ready with the Terras available to me. So we have Sandy Shocks, Ogrepon, Bundle, Priority Tailwind, Volbeat, Tinkaton, which I didn't fully expect, but I'm glad to see. It's a team mascot. As to match that, I brought my team mascot of Scizor, which it's really Baby Rillaboom, but Scizor's good too. And I did not expect Regidrago, because I have multiple dragon types and steel types, but hey. I'm expecting a combination of the first 5, basically. And my strategy, I don't have one yet, but we're gonna figure it out. Really, it's just to overwhelm with offense. And then I have like a very bulky Iron Dwarf here. So we'll see how this goes. No Moltres, which is kind of why I brought my Scizor. So I'm glad. I was really, really scared of Moltres. That's like what most of my... I actually changed at the last minute. I was going to do like Scarf Latios, but then I just could not figure out a way how I would possibly get through like Psychic Seed Moltres if Sneasel went down. This could be Scarf Drago. Okay, for a sec, that scared me. I was like, wait, did I not put Psychic Surge on that? I do have Sash and Edie, though. So I can live this, whatever it is. I could Encore that Illumise immediately. Illumise. Right? Okay, Protect. So not Scarf Drago. Yeah, could have Encored there. But honestly, I think the Expanding Force and Dire Claw, I'd be curious to see if it kills anyway. It's good to know if I have that option. Not as bulky as I thought it would be. Eject button. Okay. This is the thing I'm most scared of, by far. Proto. Speed, yeah, that's what I expected. Did a lot. What's the Terra on that? Fairy? Really interesting. And they have Tailwind up. Just gonna rip my Terra. He's gonna have to read whether I'm Terraing or not. And normally Dire Claw wouldn't kill here, but Terra Blast will. He could like Electro Web and then Dragon Energy, which would be the worst. Oh. This is bad. I should have protected. Should have played it safe. Okay, cool. We're still in business, I think. I was saving this Terra Water Terra Blast for Ogerpon, but I want to make sure I get this kill. I've never actually seen that animation, I don't think. Just splashed him with some water droplets, really. Okay, so now we have -1 Sneasler Unburden. And we already have the booster used. I think it's Dragon Energy. What else do we have? We have Volbeat back in the back. If it's Ogerpon, then we could have a problem if I didn't bring Torn in right here. But differential. I've not been paying attention to the names, but I must say something. As you can see, all of my names have Gwarf in them. We have Retrain, which I can't change. The Gwarfler, Iron Gwarf, and Gwarfidi. Made those myself. And I have Mental Herb, right? So even if I protect and they read and switched, it'd still be okay. I made my Sneasler 1 point faster than like max speed Adamant Ogerpon. Now here's a read of the Sentry right here, right? One turn left to Tailwind. I considered switching to Iron Crown, but I don't know, it's too risky of a move. I couldn't let that Drago just take both my Mons like that. And I'm hoping that he'll click Encore. No Terra use still, which is kind of crazy. How many turns of Psychic Terrain do I have? 1. I think it's still my best move. Yeah, I have to get rid of both these right now. I like Volbeat Terra Bug for extra bug damage. That animation is adorable. Okay. Hit Volbeat. I wonder how much this Terrifier Ogerpon is going to do in the rain to my Iron Crown. Hit him with that. I've not pre-calculated these. 252. Ogerpon, Terra in the rain. Oh my god, it's still, this mon is crazy. I don't think I have a win condition here. What, that they're not max attack Ogerpon or they're not going to Terra? Right, they didn't Terra, yeah. What was the percentage on that? I think it was like 68%. I'll roll it. This would be like max attack Jolly. Yeah, no. All right. He does have Draco. Oh, maybe that was my win condition. The Draco miss. Well, now it's my win. Do I have one? They have Tailwind. I have Tailwind. Let's just Bleak Wind, see how much it does. So I feel like we got out to a good lead. But then we made one rough decision that let Dragon Energy hit both of us when we should have just protected. And then we... we didn't really learn much about Ogerpon. And then we had a Iron Crown in the back with no Terra available. We learned that Volbeat is eject pack, which is so smart. I love that Bada does that. I considered it for my Torn, just because I was like, this seems to work really well. All right, let's go back to Arven. He's my boy. Oh man, yeah, I don't like this matchup very much. Honestly, I could have planned a lot better for this if I knew that Moltres wasn't coming. But I didn't have a way to get through it without with only one physical attacker. With only 2 physical attackers, I needed a third just to make sure I could get through it. So we led. They did Volbeat, Drago. Okay, so we're going to do Indeedee Torn, which covers the Dragapult lead. I mean, not Dragapult. It covers the Regidrago lead, and it covers Ogerpon because I have Sash. This is what I wasn't. I'm thinking this thing is going to be Ice Spinner. That's what I would do. Normally I would have a switch in for this, which is part of why I like Scizor too, because I could switch in against this Ice Spinner that I think is coming. But they probably think I'm Scarf Indeedee, because I usually am. Yeah, there was the Ice Spinner, and they did the wrong slot. Ah! Okay, I'm still alive, though. I was hoping they'd attack Indeedee, but it's actually smarter now that I think about it, that they would Ice Spinner the slot that's not Indeedee, because now Indeedee is just sitting here doing nothing. And they can even Encore my Indeedee. Man, I really fucked this up. Because if I would have clicked Expanding Force, I could have got damage on both of them, which would make this much more manageable, because I'm assuming that Bing Bong is Sash. Okay, Flip Turn. To Flip Turn? Lunge. That's nice. I have Lunge on my Scizor. Oh, no, I don't. I have the other one to lower speed. I'm going to Dire Claw whatever comes in here. I'm assuming they're going to Flip Turn again. So you have a Flip Turn, Ice Spinner. They could have Icy Wind, which I would. Okay, Mr. Bingle protects. They're just reading me so well. I don't think you can lower that thing's attack. Okay, cool. Can I just get rid of this thing? Oh shit, I lost my Terror list. Terror what? Flying. The hell? Okay, I died in floods. I don't really care. I guess they're protecting themselves against close combat. which was smart, but I was expecting it to flip turn out before I got a chance to hit it, which I think this move tells me that they didn't flip turn, which would be nice. What is this? Gorfapole gets the eject button. Drill Peck? Okay, we're bulky. Okay, this could be turning around, honestly. So I have eject button Dragapult now? I love the physically offensive Bing Bong here. Mr. Bingle. Sleep. Could be Cloak. So they don't have Tailwind. I can have Tailwind. I think I value this Sneasler more than my Indeedee. Because then I can put back up Psychic Terrain. Watch them read this and Ice Spinner into... They could just Ice Spinner into the fucking Sneasler slot because I had 15 health, so... Come on, give me a read here. I don't think that flip turn would have killed. I'm surprised that's the move here. Thought about switching in Torn there, but if they hit either slot into there, I was screwed. Well played. Well played by Zach. I think I lose. Because I don't still have my fucking Psychic Terrain again. That's the whole reason why I switched it in. What would I need to win here exactly? I would need... I would need Tailwind up, and they don't read the switch. That's what I would need. Like, I need to protect here on their side. I don't know why they would exactly. But that's what I would need. Should have went with the Latios. Man, I had that. I changed it like maybe 30 minutes ago. Not that I would have won. I mean, I just got my ass handed to me. But come on, Ndidi. But it would have given me a better chance. Double kill. Come on. Hold up. Indeedy. Expanding for single target. Doesn't kill Ogre Pawn. And that's what I have here. I would need them to protect, and then I can encore them into that. Because I'm not going to KO here. Because, like, just double check here. Indeedy, modest. I'm timid. Even modest. In Psychic Terrain, single target. It can't kill, 0 investment Ogre Pawn. Which it doesn't look like they protected. My cat's pooping right now. Oh, it just pooped. Oh, wait. They Spiky Shield. Hold on. Oh my god, we might go to game 3. We've got so fucking lucky with this stuff. Okay, so they're gonna have the speed advantage. And I'm running on borrowed time here. God, that poop smells. They didn't even cover the poop. They didn't even cover the poop. Okay. Come on, fail. Okay. And a crit? Oh my god, this is insane. The run lives. We had no business winning that game. We had absolutely no business winning that game. I'm gonna roll this real quick. One second, I'm gonna roll this poop real quick. It smells like poop in here. The manual litter box button isn't working. Hold on. I cannot focus here like this. Yeah, battle again. One of those automatic litter boxes. Highly recommend. Okay, now it's running. Sorry if it makes noise in the background, it probably is. Okay, what went wrong there? Basically everything except for the last turn. I don't like our team. Sandy Shock's a big problem. What if we use Scizor? I made my Scizor. Here's what I did. This Scizor is 106, and just base speed Volbeat is 105. Like, they put no investment into it. So I could be fast, in which I could bullet punch before the eject button goes off. feel like this gives us the best chance to win. I don't know why. Holt, Sneasler, and DD in the back. So after Tailwind expires, they essentially have a second Tailwind.